awesome, man. The fight went better than expected. It was only like 3 minutes. I got in there, got the job done quick. Billy's a tough guy. I expected a war. I expected a lot, but he tried to take me down right away. I got on top of him. Landed some big shots, and once I took his back, that's all I needed. So it worked out. Yeah, I honestly thought, I didn't think he was gonna shoot right away. Like, that actually took me off guard. I was planning on filling him out a little bit, and I wanted to strike with him a little bit, see what was gonna happen. I thought he was gonna try to strike with me, but he ended up right away. He shot in on a single leg, and right away I sprawled it out. So it worked out for me. He tried to take me down, but that's what happens. Yeah, it was more like I wanted to just do whatever, just take what he gives me. I felt confident on my feet. I felt like either way I could finish him, ground or on the feet. I'm still looking for that big knockout. I've never knocked anybody out, so that would have been cool. But he shot in on me, and I was ready for it. So once we went to the ground, that's so natural to me. So I finished it. I'm gonna finish the fight either way. It's huge, man. It's big because like I knew going into this fight, like I knew who Billy was, and he's a local guy who's been around forever, very well respected. He's got a ton of fights, and to date, he's the most experienced guy I've ever fought. And to take him out that quick, that says a lot for how far I've come in this sport. From coming from back when I first started, I was watching him as a pro, and going through the amateur ranks, and now I'm at this point where I knock a guy like Billy off. So it just shows how far I've come. I don't know. I think I'm gonna take some time to relax a little bit. This was a rough camp. I had a long camp. I had a pretty tough weight cut. As a lot of people know, I came in 2 pounds over. So that's one thing I got to go back and reevaluate. So I don't know. Right now, I'm just relaxing. I don't plan on fighting anytime soon. That's something that in the coming weeks, I'll sit down with my people and figure that out. It sucks. It's awful. There's a lot of guys like me who are, we're busting our ass out here and we're trying to make it. And the UFC's, them cutting the 25-pound division, I feel like that's the weight class where I had the best chance of making it to the UFC. And, on top of that, like I said, I had a really tough weight cut this time around. And now that they're cutting the weight class, now it's kind of like, all right, well, am I killing myself to make this weight class for no reason? Like, is there no light at the end of the tunnel? So it really took me off guard, and it's kind of heartbreaking because it's like, it's always been the weight class I wanted to fight at, and now they just want to get rid of it. So now it's kind of like, all right, well, what do? Do I move up now? Do I keep fighting at 25 and try to win the 25 belt? Like, I don't know. I don't know. It's still so new, so we'll see what happens. Yeah, I mean, now it could get to the point where that could be my only option. One FC's a great promotion. They're out in Asia. Do I want to go fight in Asia every time I go out to fight? I mean, I don't know. I hate planes. That's 16-hour plane rides to get to Singapore. You know what I mean? Like, do I want to commit to that? I don't know yet. I can't say anything bad about ONE FC. They're a great promotion. They, like you said, they're very, very heavily invested in the small guys. They have the 25 guys. They also have the 115-pound guys. So, I mean, who knows? In the future, it could be something to look at. But right now, I'm just like, I'm so blindsided by the UFC cutting it that it's like, all right, what do I do? So I'll figure it out. I mean, honestly, this past weight cut was tough enough to where, I did have the thoughts. But having in the back of my head, like, all right, I win this fight for a title maybe, and then maybe, get on the Contender Series and then maybe go to the UFC. All at 125, that's my weight class. but like at the same time, you know, like I cut like 25 pounds to make 125. It's a really tough cut. I could move up to 135. I don't think I'm too small for 35. You know, it could be something that I entertain in the future. Put on some weight, you know, start lifting more. But again, like I said, it's still like, it's so new right now. I really don't know what I'm going to do yet. We'll see. I guess we'll see. Yeah. So like I said, it was a long camp, but it was a good camp. I have a great camp around me. My coaches are great. Rolando, Julio, Todd, Mark. They're great. I did a lot of training at Triforce MMA and Lausanne MMA. So those are basically my main gyms that I was working with. My sponsors were Jeff Friedrich and Jeff Gates, as always. My sponsors. I want to thank CES for the opportunity, of course. And yeah, you know, we'll see what happens. Go back to the drawing board. You know, see what weight class I end up. And I'm going to get back in there soon. I just don't know when yet. I'll have a better answer